Countfilms TV.
Alright guys, what's going on? It's William Tackett here with another commentary on a match here, and this is my training partner, Kody Steele. Kody Steele is a black belt training with us out of Brazilian Fight Factory. He has a very dynamic wrestle-based style, very exciting. You can catch him on Instagram and look at all of his highlights there, or check him out on Flow Grappling and check out all the different YouTube channels, and he's all over the place, so you'll be sure to find some matches. But here we see Kody settling in a nice top pressure position here, and this is something I really want to highlight, is the fact that he's using his shoulder to make his partner look in the opposite direction. If you can notice, Kody's right shoulder is really driving into his partner's chin, and that prevents his partner from turning into him and creating like a shrimping motion to create space. If you can keep that shoulder into your partner's chin and make him look away, it's really hard to turn into them. And if you can see there, his partner has an underhook and is still not able to turn on his side and face him because he's applying good shoulder pressure. Now you can see Kody using his shins and his feet to pummel past his partner's legs and move into like this mounted position here. His partner's doing a good job at turning away, but Kody snags that bottom arm there with that one-on-one grip and is able to collapse his partner and land now into an arm triangle. This is a head and arm choke that uses your bicep into your partner's neck, combining with their shoulder that's inside the choke to get that finish. Really, really nice choke. Probably my favorite submission, especially when it comes to no-gi submissions. It's just such a strong position, and it's very low risk. Now we see here Kody on bottom, playing with his guard here, looking to get some wrist control. He has inside position and keeping his outside leg wide there. Nice and free. He's keeping his feet on the hips to maintain the distance, also hooking behind the ankles to keep the guy from going too far away. Nice little touch there, looking for some ankle picks, using that 2-on-1 to bring his partner in. And notice how he's playing with that collar tie. That's really good to keep your partner from standing back up. If they do stand up with that, you can always let go of the collar tie, and then when they pop up, you can dive in on their legs and wrestle up from the guard. But as you see, Kody's partner moves around to his back there, and wow, Kody actually inverts and lands inside inside ashigurami here. Very nice, kind of like a rolling, like a scissor leg takedown, but from your knees kind of. And he lands there in that ashigurami. This is a really nice position with the staple of the ashigurami, because you don't really have to worry too much about the outside leg because your weight is pressing it up against the floor. You don't have to hold on to it quite near as much as if you're sitting on your butt. Kody's partner was doing a good job hand fighting, is now pushing the hands away, but as they roll through, Kody looks like he snags the heel nice and tight. And, just getting a nice torque on that heel by hipping in, it can really be a tough scenario, so you probably just should tap when you get there. They're back to some hand fighting now, looking for some head position. Okay, there he is playing with that 2-on-1 once again, using his feet on the hips to maintain the distance. Partner does a good job of moving around there to the head and north-south position, and look at Kody wrestling up on that leg. Most of the time when I'm playing guard, and I try to tell my students whenever I play guard, to treat your guard like a wrestling scenario. If you can wrestle up, it's a lot easier than trying to actually like sweep, because there's not grips like there are in the gi. So you'll notice that a lot with Kody and I's guard. We do a lot of wrestle ups. And back to the match here. We're in 50-50 now, and Kody looks to be looking for that inside heel hook. His partner is doing a good job at fighting those hands by getting some wrist control, but abandons it now because Kody's not threatening the heel any longer. They both seem to be trying to drop their knee line out, but as the knee line clears over there, notice Kody changes to the opposite leg. It's kind of like a hybrid outside ashigurami variation, still that 50-50 leg stuck on the inside. But Kody's working for that 2-on-1 again. Really good, strong grip when playing in your guard. It's hard to maintain control of your partner whenever you're playing guard because everything's so slippery. It's not like the gi where you can get sleeve control and just hang on. So it's important to use that 2-on-1 to maintain distance and keep your partner close. And as you saw, Kody was able to use it to wrestle up and get on top there. Here he's fighting for that inside position, looking for underhooks. His partner's doing a good job at keeping his head below Kody's head, which makes it hard to get to your partner's hips. But there, notice how Kody's head now is below his partner's head. That makes it easy to lock your hands around the back there. As you can see, that nice tight body lock. From here, Kody is able to really smash his partner's hips, stay really nice and tight on the waist, and settle into a nice tight side control. seems like Kody now is moving on into the mount position, kind of a low mount here. And this can be good because you can worry about dominating the upper body and then move your way to mount. As you can kind of see there, Kody got like a head and arm style grip and then moved all the way up to that full mount. Looks like he's going to go for arm triangle again, and I think he gets it probably just because he was very sweaty and the guy tapped early, but there was a few steps that needed to be done to finish that choke. But, you know, the arm triangle is so like decimating whenever you get that grip. So that was a really good one. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something by, you know, listening to the commentary and watching Kody Steele roll around. That was a great roll, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.